Hello. Uh, yeah, I'm doing a Batman today. it's it's time. Uh, I'm redoing my Batman cosplay chest. Is what I'm going to do today. Uh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Yay. Uh, yeah, I'm just getting the template ready right now. So yeah, I've been able to shrink it quite a bit. Shrink it, which means I can use less of everything, like ink and everything. If I can fit it all onto, less sheets. And also, I'm going to try and put things together like that. Let's see. I'm going to put that back on there. I need a spot. There we go. And that should, if I angle it correctly, I should be able to get it on one sheet. It might be just that bit too big. Right. Okay, so I'll split it there instead. Oh my god. And then we can just pop this over here instead. You need to be reattached to you, don't you? And then we can easily fit that on there. With you move down there. You two come down here. And there we go. 4 as opposed to 6. Not bad. I'm sure if I messed about for longer, I could probably get these all like separated out and put on other things. Like that'll go there. That would probably go up there if we just flip it a bit. Flip it a bit. And you go there. In fact, if I move that, and that could maybe go on that one instead, and we just shift you over a bit. Hang on a minute. Are we on? I knew it. We weren't even on A4. So that changes the dimension of the lines of the paper that we've got to work with. So things are a bit longer but a bit thinner. Annoying. But we can work with it. We've got more space now. So if we flip you up, move you down here, move you over a wee bit, change your angle a wee. No, that's not going to work. I thought I might go there. Oh, just that little bit too angular, isn't it? Can we maybe? No. Oh, it might go on here though, because we've got lots of room down here for that. This can obviously can go back up here actually, and that can move right over. I'm gonna try and get these two on the same one first. Like so. You can go down here, and you can go there. Okay. I've only got 2 sheets left. Oh no. I don't know what these are. Ooh, this was an unused one. I think, yeah, these can go in the bin now. But I can reuse this because it was an unused piece of card. 2 pieces of card. Okay. I'll get my printer on. How's everybody doing this evening? Everybody okay? Good. Can't believe I've run out of card. My God. Okay, fingers crossed I put it in the right way around. And there's enough like ink left on it. Oh no. Oh no, there was a terrible, terrible jam. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, for crying out loud. No, go away. All right. Okay, that should do it. We're back in business, so to speak. That's what I'm doing with that. Are we ready? Here we go. Please work, I only have 3 sheets now. It did work. Ish. It worked enough. It worked as well as we needed it to. Whew, right. As you can see, it's a little bit. Ooh, and there's previous things on there. I've had to reuse sheets. It's a bit ropey. And there's the one that, that went wrong earlier. But it's okay. We're here. We're queer. Get used to it. Hello, Mark. Not bad. I'm not bad. You good? Everybody good? Yeah. Right. Where do we start? Bicep. Maybe. Yeah. We'll bicep it. That's this big guy here. We've got some here. We're going to use the soft flexible foam. As much as I hate it, we're going to get quite the I don't know what I was going to say there. Frankly, it was filler. I was just making noise for noise sake. I apologise, everybody. Trying to cancel out dead air. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to remake the whole chest that I did before for my Batman out of this thin flexible foam, and then as I did before, I'm going to use a bit of leftover scrap for the chest emblem, because that's again what I did before. I used like a real big thick piece for that, for the sort of thick bat symbol on the chest. But I feel like I need to make it a lot smaller than I did before, because I kind of overdid it. Another day, I'll snag a car tomorrow, so doing well. Oh, good. Couldn't buy me one, could you? No, mine's okay at the moment. He's trucking on, but he is at the end of his days, unfortunately. He's been a good car. He's been a real good boy. But it is the end of his little life, bless him. Okay. So we have a whole load of like little parts to stick together, because guess what? This is a Heroes Workshop piece. And you know what that means. Taping it all together to make a shape. So yeah, that's job number one. This takes forever. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Right. My car lasted one day into 26, and then decided it's time for part of the transmission to shatter. Yeah, it was wasn't too long ago since my entire gearbox like just started to go. I had that replaced. And yeah, fucking nightmare, mate. Mine now just has loads of little problems that are just going to be really annoying to try and fix. Costly to fix, I should say, really. Right. Is that you? Oh, it's you. Okay. Excuse me, gentlemen. How dare you? Right. Okay. This should come together quite quickly. I was going to say, come quite together quickly. I don't know if I'm like I've just buggered that up, and I could have moved it over a little bit, and I would have had enough room for both. Fuck. Right. This right here. Oh my god. This is why you're not allowed in it. No. You just came, as I was mentioning it, you just came over to fuck with the foam, didn't you? Look at the state of that. I'm watching you. Oh my god. One half of this is a total write-off on both sides. Fuck. How have you done this? It literally, I caught her one time. She'd got can you see this? See this big ass box here? I had it where she is right now. You can see her. Looking like a shit don't stink. And I found that she'd pushed I flipped it because of this, but she pushed that all the way down. I had this up against the wall and she forced her way in there. And I found her sat on top of a folded piece of it about this high up in the box. And I knew she'd messed it up. But Jesus, look at it. It's all, I don't even know if you can tell on cam. What are you doing, Mrs.? Really, what are you doing? Tell me you saw that. But yeah, this must be the bit that was folded down, because it's absolutely fucked on both sides. I could use this side here up to about here, and then that's fucked after that. Unbelievable. Well, oh my god. Right. I'm going to do my best to not get completely fucked off with her. And stop the stream, which I have been known to do before. Anyway. I can laugh about it, but at the same time, I'm thinking like that's about £3.50 right there of foam. And the more she does, the more it adds up, you know. I mean, if I can't use it, I'm using it for myself, so I'm not asked about it having some cat holes in it. But it's not supposed to be for me, you know. Little bastard. Flip and redraw, do you mean that's kind of what I do for the two different sides of something anyway, but I just like, sorry I didn't see that, I was too distracted by kitten Law and Order. It's over the edge, you know. I could have drawn this a lot closer to that side and then this would have fit on there with it. But there's plenty of room for all the little bits that we need to do as well, so it's okay. It's okay. We'll find other ways to not waste foam. It's all good. Right. Sorry, she's... Is the wall that fascinating? Oh my god, right. Now she's fascinated with the wall. Where that box was. I mean, okay, you know. Now, if I remember correctly, these are just vertical cuts. And then along the bottom and up the side here need to be angled cuts. I mean, they can be... oh, no, I won't. They can be flat to the top here, like right there. And then just as it curves, we go into an angled cut to go all the way underneath the booby. So, from about there to there, it's a straight cut. And then we'll just angle it all the way around the rest. There we go. Just have to put this somewhere for the time being. Slice off a little bit there. There we go. We've got that nicely. Just going to bend the foam in the direction we want it. It won't stay like that for long, but it's good. Sorry, that sounded worse than it was because of the cardboard. There we go, we get to here. And then we can slice in for the angle. Now, just to check everything, they're going to attach like so. That sort of is more like it than what it was before, because the other one went right across and I had to slice a load of it off. And I can still do that. I can, make that a bit more of an angle that will suit where my shoulders are. Doesn't attach to anything, so we're totally free to mod it however we want, really. Yeah, I think before I attach those together, though, we're going to get the underparts on, and then we'll go from there. So that's this guy. And in case you're wondering, we're doing this Batman because I need to rebuild the helmet for the Reach suit that I've been making, because it's all done now. Like, if you were there yesterday when it finished, thank you very much, and you know this already. But yeah, once the utility thing was done, then that was the build done, and it just needs like painting. But I need to, when I've looked at the whole suit together, I think the thighs are too small and the helmet is too big. Thighs being too small is easy enough. I can add pieces of foam in strips that'll mirror, like just glue in basically. And we'll be able to make them quite easily, make those big enough. But the helmet I can't reduce without it really looking weird. And also, I'm not entirely happy with how the helmet came out. It was one of the first things I did for this build, and I feel like I was still getting used to how it felt to work with the foam again. I hadn't done it for a few months. It's cool that you still got texture on that. Probably easy to see where things go. Do you mean on the template? Because it does. It sort of helps. I don't know. It can go either way. It can be a bit of a hindrance sometimes. But yeah, once she gives me her measurements for those things, like a revised measurements, I can check everything properly and can do it again, do more. I definitely think that the helmet is too big, though. That's an absolute definite. Oh, that's cool. Right. Okay, she's in a box now in the kitchen. That's fine. Yeah, the printed template. It can help, yeah, when you flip it over, definitely, because then you've got like the right side of it to the left side of it, sort of thing. So maybe you could be right, Pandas. I'm not reading that out, don't worry. See, these are things that we think and we don't normally say. It's a pain scaling things for myself Couldn't imagine scaling it for someone else that's so far away. Yeah, that's primarily why I don't do 3D printing for people overseas. Because with foam, even the person themselves could receive it and go like, "Oh, that's a bit small. I'll just open it out, make it, add a bit more into it, put it back together again with some glue," you know. But like, you can't do that with plastic, like molded plastic. You know, you can't. You just can't. It ain't happening, mate. You know what I mean? Right. I'm gonna give this sort of inward angle, but not very, you know, not a huge amount, because I've done a decent angle on the boobies, so it's okay. Holy whoa! That's amazing! Wow. Happy clean day. Right. Okay. Yeah. Get rid of that big third leg that we don't need. Right. Third leg. Yeah, it was the all of that foam. Get your mind out the gutter. All of that foam we definitely didn't need hanging around like do Steve. Right. Okay. Now we can play the glue it on and see game. And guess who didn't turn my glue gun on? I'll give you 3 guesses. They're all me, but I won't accept responsibility. And I'll blame it on you. Because that's what we do. Apparently. Yeah, we could. While we're waiting for the glue gun to heat up, I'll mess about showing you the templates. Sorry, mate, my bad. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. We've got a chest logo. That's quite cool. The cowl, I think I'm happy with the cowl itself, but I might redo the neck. So I may redo the whole thing. I'm not sure. The forearm braces are perfect. I've done those. Those are absolutely bang on. I'm so happy with them. They just need a bit of a repaint. The shin armor, I have got these. Where's it gone? There. It's not. They're not the best. These ones. They're very, very generic. So I very rarely use them anyway. But then the belt. I need to make the belt a lot smaller. And also, I didn't bother going right the way around with the belt. I only went sort of to here. Because the rest was going to be like behind your cape and stuff, and you're not really going to see it. So, you save a lot of foam and messing around. So, yeah, I might figure a way of, trying to, I don't know. I'll figure something out with that. I might be able to reuse a lot of it, but the pouches came out like a lot bigger than they needed to be. And also I was a lot fatter than I am now, so I made it at 595 millimeters across is about this. Where am I? Yeah, over here. It's like that. Bear in mind that's 300 millimeters. Like across my chest is only 350 from here to here, So yeah, it definitely doesn't need to be that big. Yeah, I was happy with the cowl, how it came out and everything, but I did have to slice up the back here and put some Velcro in and fold it over on itself. So I think it could do to be a little bit smaller, is all. So I might just reduce it a little bit. I think I'm gonna really scale it to my eyes. But yeah, and the bat symbol, that is nearly as big as my chest, so it doesn't need to be that big. Yeah, I'm going to reduce it right down, and then we'll plaster it onto the chesticles of this. Have you seen that short Batcat video? I might have done. Is it like a fan film type of short thing, or is it something else? I'm not sure. It doesn't matter. I don't know what I'm whispering about, but anyway. Right. I'm gonna. Have we got enough heat on the glue yet? Are you going to come out? Are you going to come out for us? Please. You are. Oh, you lovely boy. Look at you. Aren't you fantastic? All I'm saying is you could. 5 seconds of a tiny Batman helmet put on a cat. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I definitely haven't already got the 3D print files for that or anything. I just know I can't get away with it, dude. I know I can't get away with it. My cat is insane when there's nothing on her. You should have seen the state of me when I put a collar on her for the fourth or fifth time. She knew what it was, but she acted like she'd never seen one before, and I was gonna like I was gonna kill her with it. And I got sliced to all hell just for a collar. So yeah, my plans of making Batcat out of my cat, it's never gonna happen. Real shame. You know what I mean? Okay. I'm going to do the thing that I do, which seems impractical, but it actually is a real good idea, especially when you're using very spongy, stretchy, bloody awkward form. Is go the other side first. Get it glued in position, let it solidify, and then do the middle. Because I've found if you don't do that, you can very easily end up getting to this point and it either going way over or being way too short because you've ended up squishing and, like, you know, bending the form and stuff on the way, on your journey to the end. So I always recommend going one end, then the other, then the middle with squishy foam. See, it's not just an exhibition, it's a tutorial. Tips and tricks, everybody, tips and tricks of the trade. I remember explaining this. I've had to go through like proper business classes and stuff that the you know, welfare has put me on, and yeah, I've had to endure a lot of like how to make a CV, like bullshit courses that I've been on. And I remember explaining what my business idea is that like I get people to buy these from me, like, and then I live stream the builds so they can see what I'm doing, and they can, you know, I do it for other people that might want to follow along and all the rest of it. And they were like, but aren't you giving away your secret? And I was like, oh yeah, that's not how it works. No. It's cosplay. It's a community. People don't, you know, bogart information in this community. We pass it freely amongst ourselves, you know. And if you're paying me to do something, you're not paying me for the knowledge and how to do it. You're paying me because I know how to do it and I can do it well, sort of thing. And she's like, oh, right, so you're selling a skill. Like, yeah. I suppose so, yes. Because, you know, if you need a costume for the next Comic-Con that's in, like, I don't know, May, you can't spend 6 years or however long, you know, that's how long it took me to get to this point, to get good, and then travel back in time and go to that Comic-Con, you know? So yeah, I got it to make sense in the end, but there was a high degree of skepticism when I was trying to explain what I did. It was quite funny. My first suit was going really well, but the last month was a massive rush. I finished painting the night before. Yeah. I did that for the release of Halo Infinite. Yeah. I had to glue armour to my pants. I've certainly been there before, sir. Yeah. It creeps up on you. It can do, yeah. I expected to get this done in December. Not this. The Reach suit I expected to have built in December. And for all intents and purposes, I did, but then I'd remembered at the last minute, oh shit, there's like the add-ons and the utility bits and things that she's ordered. So I need to do that as well. And then I put the whole costume together and took photos. And realised, oh, those thighs look really small. Oh, that helmet looks massive. Oh, shit. You know? Yeah, so, yeah. Yeah, the Halo Infinite one, I tried to get for the console launch. What was it? No, I think... Oh, I just remember I missed one of the launches for something. And I stayed up all night trying to do it. And by the time I got to the morning, it was like 6 a.m. And I realised that I'd really, really fucked up the paint job. Like, laughably so. It was terrible. And I sent a message and I was like, I'm so sorry. I've been up all night. And then I've clearly been too tight to do this because look at it. And they were like, yeah, fair enough. That's how bad it was. Even like my workmates were like, yeah, fair enough. Just go to bed, mate. Don't come in. I was like, yeah, thank you. Oh my god. Bobblehead is hard to get right for me. I don't know what you mean. Bobblehead? Is that a character or a measurement? If it is, I've heard of neither. I apologise. What are you sneaking for, missus? Hmm? Right. Where a helmet looks too big, oh yeah, kind of looks like a bobblehead toy. Yep, absolutely. If you look at my last post on the Facebook page, like calling for, like, does anybody want commissions? I put quite a few photos of the Reach suit. Obviously without any of the add-ons like the shoulders and chest and chest piece and stuff you've seen me make. And you get like a shot of the entire thing. I've photographed it in such a way that if you're just sort of skipping through the photos to look at the armor in general, you'll sort of miss it. But if you do sit for a tiny bit longer and put it under a tiny bit of scrutiny, you go like, oh, that head's massive. Oh, those thighs are tiny. Or I guess if it's loose too, maybe that's what it means. Maybe both. Yeah. Why not? We'll go with that. Right. Wow, shit, that's my fingers. I see the photos you're talking about. What do you start with? What, for a whole suit? I really don't have a preference. It's whatever I feel like doing, and with this one I started with the helmet, but I made the helmet way too small, I think, to start with, and then I scaled it up a tiny bit. Or did I make it? No, I think I made it way too big. That was it, yeah, I made it way too big. And then I scaled it down, and it's still too big. But sometimes I do the opposite. Sometimes I'll start from like the boots and work my way upwards. And sometimes I like to start with the chest piece and the whole torso because it's one big build. And I can get a sense of how much more foam I'm going to need after I've gone through that whole build. So you do the chest, then the belt part, and then the belly part out of this stuff. And then I put it all together and assess how much I've got left. So it's a good starting point for actually when you're thinking about material wise, you know. I really like starting with the thighs. Not really any reason though. I get it, yeah. I get it. It's like I say, I wanted to build the chests first. And then it was sort of like an after the fact thing where I was like, oh, I've got a real good sense of how much I've got left now. Interesting. And so since that, finding out by mistake that it's actually quite a good gauge for how much you've got left, I've done that a lot. So yeah, only this time I decided to start with the helmet. I can't exactly remember why. It might have had something to do with how communication with the customer and trying to get like sort of a coherent set of measurements out of her. And it was difficult to explain what I needed for the chest thing. So I had to explain it a few times. But I was able to get a sort of what I thought was an accurate measurement out of her for the helmet, and I now realise that I probably didn't. So it's okay though. I've got enough foam left over to make one. I'm sure of it, and I would rather spend a bit of time trying to find a different template as well, because it's the Mark 5 or Mark 4, I think. Is it? No, the Mark 5. It's the Halo Reach take on the Halo CE Master Chief helmet, you know. The OG, as it were. There we go. There's some Batman boobies. Now, if we're going for Batman Forever, I really should draw some nipples on now. Do we think? Nice boobs. I know. They are. I made them myself. So there's some boobs. Some lovely boobs. And now we're going to make some upper, like lower rib cage. So that's you, you, it. And then after that, I believe, it's all here. It's all here. Excellent. So I'm going to cut it all out. shorten that a little bit. A tiny bit more control. Whew. Nope. There we go. Now this bit goes on it. Right on it. Right, so that's going on there. Okay. Do you ever do decal work that isn't cutting into foam? I'm trying to find a way to do it, but I don't have a 2D printer. No, no. What I've tended to do is print off something that I like the shape of and then do this and then put it on foam and then use it as like a 3D decal, and I'd very often use this thin foam for it as well, so it just sort of sits on top. And I sometimes slice that in half, so it's like 2.5 mil thick, and it's very, very slight, but yeah, I don't know. Oh heck, goodness gracious. I'm enjoying these memes. Ben, I know I'm a good white shark, but I don't feel great. You're a great white shark, Kevin. Thanks, dude. I just needed to hear that today. Oh. Oh, okay. I thought that one was cute, though. No more. No more. Don't worry. I read that after the fact. I do apologise. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I will do. Yeah. That's what I did, and I'm freaking out like, oh no, I'm sorry. I tried making stamps, but my filament is too rigid. Oh yeah, sounds like the funnies from the paper. It pretty much was that one. I like little cute ones like that. It's cute. I like the unhinged ones though. I like, yeah, all right, fine. Fair enough. Right. Okay. I don't think that's going to go off that one. But I think we can get this on here twice, possibly, before we go into cat destroyed territory. Where is she? I'm going to tell her she owes me £3.50. Oh, she's not in her usual spot. She's asleep in the window. After like nearly an hour of being a knobhead because I moved the box that has the soft foam in it that she's been trying to climb for the last 2 weeks. So I'm gonna try and make sure that it now lives in the cupboard and she doesn't get to do it at all anymore. That's right. Oh no, what have we got now? I think I love that one. It's like it's very close to what I assume would be reality. And honestly, I'd be happy with that. Ah dear. Do you like the way the Mark V looks in Halo Infinite? Wait, like the Halo remake? See what I did there? Not bothered. Like, it's not terrible. It's not fantastic either. Unless you mean like the Infinite. Right, yeah, okay. Yeah. You know, it's just sort of like at this point, I'm so used to the way that like 343 does stuff that it just sort of doesn't land with any. You know, I'm just sort of like, so that's how that looks then. You know. I'd happily make it for someone, like, and it has that same design philosophy where something is like it looks practical, like technically it could work, um, which is how good sci-fi should be, is that everything looks like it could be plausible, even though obviously it's sci-fi, so it's definitely impossible. But like, yeah, I'm just sort of like, meh. I definitely prefer it to their work on 4 and 5, where it was like detail for detail's sake, and there was no real point in like a lot of the design choices. They weren't for any practical reason, it was just shit. Shit for shit's sake, like pipes going to nowhere and detail for detail's sake, etc. Oh my god, where near? What's happening? What's happening? What's that one say? Nothing. It won't let me take. It won't let me write. When you finally. Yeah. What's this one? Yeah. Okay. This is all inward cuts again, but nowhere near what we did on the boobies. So I'm gonna concentrate because it's very easily. It's very easy. It's very easily to do things. Am I AI? Is that what the fuck's happening right now? Am I just an AI program? I really like the new look, but I don't like the anniversary version. They're similar though. I don't know why I only like the new one. I'm getting confused because isn't the anniversary one the new one because it's not really out yet? But do you mean the one from Infinite as opposed to the one from the remake? I couldn't think of a worse name than Campaign. What was it? Evolved. Ugh. Oh, dude. But at least they're carrying on that long-standing tradition of Microsoft not being able to name anything well. Looking at you, Xbox One, when you were in fact the third Xbox. Oh dear. Which one? Ah, right. Oh, that's a gorgeous moth. Oh god. I love that. Yeah. Campaign Evolved and Halo Infinite are basically the same armor, but the 11 anniversary looks different though. Yeah, I'm not in the habit of like shitting on people's opinions, so take this with a grain of salt. But like, I hate the remake one as well. The anniversary one from 2011 because it has that same design philosophy. Um, Hello, Alex. Again, how are you doing? Yeah, it has detail for detail's sake. There's no practical reason for any of the little upgrades. They just sort of did. It was like, well, we've got all this space to fill. Let's put a line on it, kind of thing, you know. And it just didn't, like, loads of it didn't make sense, and it was just fucking stupid. Sorry, can you tell that I'm yet to get my diagnosis, but I don't think we'll have any problem there. um, you don't, you don't like it either. I don't know why I got the impression that you did from what you said. I'm going to check my internet speed to see if one day I could stream Halo or something. Lol. No rush, mate. It's I wouldn't exactly call it hip and happening, as it were, you know. There might be a bit of buzz, and I might get a bit of business when they fully announce a release date for the Campaign Evolved and what have you. And people might want to buy Campaign Evolved suits off me and what have you. But I don't think it'll be very quick. Oh, thank you, Windows Defender. I love it when Windows Defender goes, ba-dung. Alert! You have no viruses. And you're like, ah! Okay. There we go. And it's this side that needs the angles, so we'll do that first. Like I say, nothing too harsh angle wise. Although we could do it to get rid of that. I'm gonna get off and do laundry, grab some food. I'll see you all later. Okay, mate. Thank you for dropping in. Always nice talking to you. What did you say? Download 3.84 and upload is 0.8. Whoa. you might have some luck with what I use for this. Restream. That's what it's called. Just if you Google search Restream, because all it needs is like a minimum signal, and then it redistributes the signal from its own servers. So that might be an option for you, possibly. Oh no! How's that happened? Oh, I tore it off. Shit. Right, I'll do it again over here. Most of this part is a bit of a write-off anyway, thanks to my wonderful dear kitten ripping things apart. Because yeah, I'm right now. Thank you, Restream. Streaming on both Twitch and YouTube right now, thanks to Restream, and I have terrible internet because this building is about 400 billion years old, and the infrastructure was not designed for people with any kind of modern sensibilities when it comes to work and or play. So yeah, it is that way. Yeah, it is. Have I done that the wrong way around then? No, I haven't. Oh my god. Right, okay. My brain's doing very well today. Very, very well. If this was a commission, I would have stopped. But it's only mine. I can afford to fuck it up. It's fine. And I don't mind, cobbling things together to make it work. After a huge fuck up. So yeah. All good. Right, okay. This one? No, that was right. It's this one, like so. I'm going to be bending that anyway. And I'm going to get these bits glued together first. Yes. Sorry, I've gone quiet. I'm always concentration. No. Oh no. Get off. Please. Thank you. And as before, I'm doing the other side first because it's squishy foam and it'll probably warp if I don't line it up properly. Now, this is one thing I really like about Heroes Workshop templates, is that once you stick them together, they automatically just start to make the shape you need. It's very nice. It's like warm, satisfying feeling. Right. 1/2. That goes on there like that. But we'll get the other half together. Whoops. Yeah. Oh my god, right. I managed to last this long without slumping, and then I've not thought about it, and I've slumped down in my chair as I've been going. I've been really, really trying not to this time. I think I've done very well. Get off me. Oh, it's gone all quiet now. Where's everybody gone? Oh well. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm gonna get this bit done, and then stick it together, and then I'm gonna go for a bathroom break because I need a bathroom break. Imagine that. Going for one when you need one. There we go. Just managed to squeeze the very last of what was left of the glue onto the seam here, thankfully. Get off, get off, get off. Please, thank you. There we go. Now we'll get these glued together. That's better. This is why they pay me the big bucks. How was that? There wants to be. Oh, it's a bit off. Oh no. This is already looking a lot more like it's my size than the other one did. It sort of did at the time because I was so much bigger when I made it. It was over a year ago I made the Batman suit. And I was about 5 stone, 6 stone heavier. I was getting to be quite the big boy. Big worm boy. Recklessly waving wands around the classroom. Yeah. There we go. Right. I'll get the triangle glued in, I think. And then I do need to go because when you gotta go, you gotta go, and I had to go about 20 minutes ago. So off I go. I'm going to put this in here and we'll let it solidify while we're having a wee. Ow, ow, ah! Oh, that's just ruined everything. It dripped onto me. Ouchie balls. Get off. Oh no. Some of it stuck to my finger and then stuck to the front. That's what you want. Right. Okay, that's gone on quite nicely. I'll leave that to solidify somehow. Like that. Whoop. There we go. Right, I won't be very long. I'll put some sort of hopefully royalty-free music on. I won't be long. Hello. Yep. Here we go. Carrying on. Yay. Right, I'm going to do what I did before. And I'm going to glue the outside bits more or less into place. And then do the inside bits. We're doing misses. Okay. What up to? Eh? Look, come see. Oh. You're going to come say hello? You'll have a clean first. Okay. Oh. Bloody vice is in the way. Can't see her. Will you come in? Eh? Will you come? Will you come in? Alright then. We're just going to watch intently, apparently. Sorry, darling. I shocked her. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. After all that lovely silence, it's coming together. Just need to do those bits now. And they're pretty much exactly where they need to be as well, so I just need to drop like a big river of glue into the areas and then stick it together. Ooh. What's that say? Medieval pictures are just unhinged, aren't they? In their own right. You don't need to seek out unhinged medieval pictures. Just look for medieval pictures. Okay, let's see what this is.
I beg your finest pardon. Did you say 4 foot what now? Yeah, okay. Where'd you get that frog at, huh? Skull Island? You put Donatello down right now. His legs are so big, I'm confident the top half was a person. Welcome to Nikki's Kitchen, where we cook only the best bits of the Chernobyl fallout. Fucking what? Nikki's Kitchen, would you look at this? 70 pounds of 4 foot frog legs seasoned.
That like that was worse the second time around. So do I. Why is that skipping to that? That's so weird. Oh, okay. Why is rabies real, or is it a vast government conspiracy aimed to stopping me cuddling raccoons? I honestly think both things can be true. Yeah. Ah, dear. Right, I'm going to have to redo this one. Because it didn't fucking glue properly. I was too busy concentrating on my cat. Did you hear that, missus? I'm not, I don't blame you. But I want you to know you contributed, okay? To my content. Contribution to the bloody content. Oh no, my hands are fucking stuck. Like that. What's this one say?
What are you doing here? This is private property. You got any identification on you? Huh? Hey, he's good. I let him in. What? Why? I don't know. He seemed nice. Oh, good. He's nice. Security range. Yes. Stop the minimum these nuts. You got any identification on you? You got any identification on you? What? Security range. Guess that's it. Wonderful. I guess that's it for now.
Trying not to admit that I'm anything like that. Wrong magic mic. No, you didn't. That is the right magic mic. Oh my word. I don't think I've ever been so turned on. Michael Angelo, do behave. Get off that chair. Oh no. There we go. Right, I've got one last little bit to do, and that's all the upper torso done. I think. I can see a hole in the boobie. We shan't be having that. No booby holes, please, and thank you. Get off me. Yes, there's a little bit just here that could do with a teeny wee bit of glue. A bit weird, actually. I'm thinking about it, but it's going to be covered with a Batman symbol anyway. But I just want it to be secure. So there we are so far. Fitting quite well. Let's have a look. Yep, pretty happy with that so far. So yeah. After now we've just got the belly bits to do, and then it's all done. It's not going to take very long at all, this one. A couple of hours and it's been done. So yeah, what we got? Let's have a look, everybody. So we've done that, and obviously that as well. So we need this, and this. I think first I'll put this on the outside of both sides, and then we'll go down the middle with the abs, and we'll put this. Might put the L shape in there first, maybe. No. I'll put the abs together, and then we'll attach it to the L shape and put the whole thing in. First, we'll get this. We'll get that on there, shall we? Oh, I might even be able to fit it on that scrap as well. Fucking glue everywhere. I've been getting upset with it on my fingers, and I've just been flicking it off anywhere, and it's ending up underneath all my all my templates while I'm trying to cut them. Whoopsie daisy. Now, is this going to fit in there? No, it's not. So we're not really going to get this to go anywhere, are we? I haven't left it on, have I? No, I haven't. Good. Okay. Oh, good. Right. Okay. No, sadly there is no possible way to get both on here, I don't think. And no. Oh, right. Ah, well. This is okay. We can use this bit, and then I'll pop it on a clear part of the wrecked piece. If only you could see the look she just gave me. Zero fucks given, let me tell you. Zero. It's not right, Mrs. Should at least give half a one. Oh, that's fine. That's one. Okay. There's a bit without claw marks in it. This is how bad it is, because I guarantee I cut this out and there'll be claw marks in the back of it. She's just gone somewhere and I don't see where she went. There we go. Right. Okay. Right. There we go. Right. Shit. Shit. Right. Okay. Just abs. Just abs to do. So much smaller. Like it doesn't. I remember now why I did it as big as I did, because it didn't go all the way down my torso. So that's been worrying. But it should be okay. It should be okay. I think I'm gonna leave it at that. In all honesty, I'll finish the abs off tomorrow. Even if I get the measurements I need to finish off the reach suit, I'll do the abs, and then we'll go from there. And I'll do the reach stuff after that. Just I'm gonna have to cut loads more foam off the roll there. I've used like the last bit of usable foam on that piece over there, and I just feel like I've come to like a natural end, Plus I've got loads of shit to do, and I want to do some other stuff as well, and stuff. Oh, I think that's one of those thingy props dudes. Yeah. Yeah. I can't hope to get mine looking as nice as like those molded like suits done in molds with like made out of like urethane, or is it rubber, or but I can get it close with my foam clay. I can get it close, I know that much. Drum and bass, Ninja Turtles. Skip to the end. Skip. No, I want to see. Right, I just want to see it. Yes, that's the PG props suit. It's very good. Right, on that note, night night everyone.